so she bought a specific bag
for this, but it wasn't like described on Amazon Prime as
like,
this is the bag you need to bring to the hospital.
Yeah, it's got like pockets for like this is where you like put the placenta or something. No,
this is the placenta pocket,
the placenta pouch.
Welcome to Marvin, I want to say is what it's called.
All right.
On Christmas, so that'll be a fun Christmas gift. Just sitting weeping in the theater.
Just cry.
Maybe alone because I left my wife home with the baby on Christmas Day, saying I need to go see this movie.
You had him, you take care of him.
Yeah, not my problem anymore. I'll see you at the next Stallone pick. So, Steve, this is you as Jackson Maine from A Star Is Born, saying James Earl Jones.
As inspired by James Earl Jones playing Terrence Mann in Field of Dreams.
A lot of layers you got to dig through here.
You didn't even leave the impression in there? That was the best part.
I mean, the time is... If I remember accurately, Steve, your impression took about 6 tries because you kept forgetting which character you were.
Well, as just
I set you up.
It was a pretty complex impression.
We were
many layers.
We were 4 layers deep. I just needed you as aging country crooner Jackson Maine, utilizing your James Earl Jones,
played by Bradley Cooper.
Correct. Utilizing your James Earl Jones as Terrence Mann from Field of Dreams impression.
Talking to
Ray, who would be...
Ray Kinsella. Ray Kinsella?
I have no idea.
I think that was his last name.
Well, in your impression, it would have been Ray the promoter.
Oh, right.
As you were telling him.
Man, I always get mixed up.
Yeah, see, this is why we couldn't include the impression itself, because it got a little backwards there.
All right, fair. Very fair.
But hey, I think you're really honing in on something. You're like that guy who you'll watch like 80 episodes of Law and Order and you'll see him play the same guy essentially in the background.
Yeah.
But like his is more broad.
Yeah.
But yours is just so honed
focused.
in. You just need 1, a remake of A Field of Dreams. 2, James Earl Jones to be dead / white. 3, there to be a mashup with the A Star Is Born universe.
Okay, so maybe like Jackson Maine is playing during the like in between 2 games of a doubleheader. So
yeah, maybe Jackson Maine maybe he was an old baseball player.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah,
and then so that's where they want to save a little money, Steve. You come in. And then they throw you in blackface to play the James Earl Jones character because, as we talked about, he'll need to have passed.
Yeah, I don't know if I want. I'm not sure if I'm okay with that.
You know, it's part of the contract, so I don't.
Well,
know
I mean, yeah, and Megyn Kelly did say that
it's okay.
She doesn't understand what's wrong with it, and if Megyn Kelly doesn't understand, well, then who am I to question?
You're just playing a character, and in this character, you would be portraying.
God, why is she so dumb?
Still alive, James Earl Jones.
Okay,
but they didn't want to pay his quote.
Yeah.
So they're saving a few, but no.
Okay.
No, isn't he doing the Arby's commercials? Is that him?
We Have the Meats?
Is that him?
I didn't think so. Maybe.
Huh.
I don't know.
I don't think he's dead.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just going to be over here working out for a second.
Sorry. Yeah, this is, boy, I'm thrilled we were able to even sneak the podcast in today, Steve. Apparently you... we're racing the sun.
Just doing reps.
Over the horizon this morning. Walked in here at about 9:35 this morning.
Yeah.
And you, while your wife was running back and forth as your new dog continues to throw up.
It's just like, man, I let him outside and happened to look out the window. See him walking around like in the trees.
Yeah.
In the backyard. Man, he's been standing in that one spot for a really long time. So I was making breakfast, and I had to run out to the grocery store. She came back in, and I was like, "Hey, can you just get him?" I tried calling him, he didn't come back in. So she goes out there, brings him back in. Yeah, he was chewing on a stick or something. No more than 1 step in the door, and that dog barfs half his body weight right on the floor, and it was terrible.
Oh,
so
Toby.
She's standing there cleaning it up, like almost dry heaving.
Yeah.
She's just like, "Oh God, I'm nauseous. Oh God."
So she has issues with that.
Not normally.
Oh, okay.
I think this one was it was an exceptional circumstance.
It's weird because I talked about it with my wife too, who's an emergency room nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, like, dog poop or dog vomit really hits her the wrong way. Now, for me, I get it. It's a dog. That doesn't bother me. But if you show me like blood spurting from a wound or whatever,
forget it. You're done.
I'm laying down. I'm calling it a day.
So she brings the dog back in. Like I said, 1 foot in the door, he barfs all over the place. So she immediately aims him out the door, puts him back outside, finishes cleaning up the barf, lets him back in again. He walks, he's just in the living room. I'm sitting there finishing up breakfast, and I just hear the unmistakable
yeah, you know the dog vomit noise. If you've ever had a dog, you know it because it's distinct.
That noise will wake you up from a dead sleep from the other side of the house.
Man, I've done it, and I have little dogs. I've done it where I don't, it doesn't matter what I could be dreaming of. And I am on my feet with a dog in my arms heading towards either one of two things, depending on how far away, like how far along the guttural noises are. You're heading either to the nearest hardwood floor.
Yeah.
Or a sink. Well, depending on size of dog.
Sure.
Or the slider to go outside.
Yeah.
That's it. Those are your options.
So I look in there, and sure enough, he's barfed up another moon pie right there in the yard. And I don't know how we got on this topic, but yeah. So anyway.
Oh, I know how, because I have something to ask you.
Okay. Yeah. What do you got?
Do you routinely then just make your wife clean everything up while you're busy making your morning muscle shake? Like I said, I walk in the door.
It's called my muscle food.
No, normally I think you're kind of waiting. You're in the living room, probably on your computer. You can hear when I knock on the door. I don't like to use the doorbell. Dogs react differently, so I knock on the door. No answer, but I see Annette walking back and forth, so I wait a minute. Give it a minute. Knock again. She comes over. Sorry, the dog just threw up. I said, oh, no problem. I assumed you're either maybe in the bathroom, maybe you're outside, whatever. Nope. I walk in. Around the corner, she's got like handfuls of paper towel. You're like filling a water bottle while the NutriBullet with your muscle shake
just grinds away.
Is grinding away. So is that like a normal occurrence? We're like, hey.
Well, no, but
you want to go clean that up?
Hold on. Worth noting that I was also in the middle of cooking her breakfast.
Sure.
And
there were eggs on the stove.
Yeah, and she did say, I'll get it. I'll clean it up.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was very nice of her, because I would have left it there.
Just saying,
I would have sold the house. Nope, done. Moving out.
Yeah, just throw newspaper on top of it. Call it a day.
We've been here a year. It's been a good run.
This is as good as it gets. I mean, that's probably why you put the hardwood all over, and then what's he do? He finds the one rug.
Finds the rug. So yeah, I apologize. I'm running a bit behind. That's why I'm finishing my workout tonic.
Yeah,
right now.
You're hitting your muscle shake right now. You've got a 2-pound dumbbell in your left hand as you do just some baby curls to keep the muscles activated. Is that an expression you in the gym world use?
Oh yeah. Me and
keep those things activated.
Me and Wayne Dreamboat talk about that all the time.
Now, Steve, even when you're not. Again, that's the.
Oh, sorry. Was that?
No. That's
Was that that's an excellent shake, by the way. I should make you one.
Ooh, I mean, I know how long the last one took.
All right, folks, grab your notepads. What you're going to do is get a NutriBullet. We had to get married in order to get ours. That was a gift. So
Step one,
find a soulmate.
And if you already found one, you're going to need to get remarried. You're going to need to leave that person and start over. Yeah.
Step 2, date for a while. Step 3, get engaged. Step 4, register for gifts. Step 5, get married. Step 6, open your gifts the next day.
Sure thing.
Step 7, you got a NutriBullet. Step 8, go to the store, buy bananas, some strawberries, some blueberries, some milk. I prefer almond milk.
Sure.
Some protein powder.
You're not a soy milk guy, Steve?
I don't know if I've ever had Silk.
But you're not like a 2%er, skim.
I am normally, but that's what.
This is what Wayne told you.
That's what Annette buys. So.
Oh, okay. So
tastes fine to me. Honestly, all milk kind of tastes the same. Mix that all in a blender. I do a cup and a little bit more of the the almond milk.
Oh.
Half a banana. Typically it's frozen because I cut them up.
Boy, I hope you gave enough time for someone to open their notepad for all this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is detail after detail.
Maybe 3 to 4 strawberries, depending on their size.
Sure.
Little splash of some blueberries.
Sure.
Hit that button.
Pretty fruity then.
Yeah.
Go
yeah.
fruit based.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very nice. And then a scoop of protein powder. Lock in that little cup into your NutriBullet. Grind it up. Step 14, put a straw in. Step 15, drink.
This is on your specific NutriBullet. You go step 14.
Yeah.
You don't have any options for anybody else who doesn't maybe have that same NutriBullet?
Well, I just gave you the instructions step by step. I'm not sure what else. Do you want me to come over to your house and make it for you?
I mean, I guess just blend it up then would be the idea.
Yeah.
I mean, and just if you don't happen to get that exact same NutriBullet that Steve has from your wedding to your new significant other.
Look, I can't be held responsible if things don't work out because you were cheap.
Yeah.
And bought the wrong NutriBullet.
Yeah. You have to get and do you want to give them the model number and the
I can go upstairs and
Is it the gray one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the gray NutriBullet.
I'll take a picture of it. I'll tweet it out.
You think it's going to be like should we do like a weekly like Steve segment where he breaks down like the newest health trend?
Yeah. Yeah, and that'll be good for like 3 weeks until
you stop going.
Fall off the wagon. I don't know, man. I'm doing pretty well.
You still doing 5-6 days?
Yeah. I'm almost. Last week I think it was only 4 because I had some travel.
Yep.
Screwed everything up.
Now you're out of travel season for the most part.
Yeah, I have one more.
They're pretty sparse compared to the summer.
See, it used to be like that. It used to be we would do almost all of our traveling between like April and August. Now it's like there's still a ton. The majority is between April and August. But then this year we had one in September, one in October, one in November, one in December, and then we have at least one in January. And it's just year round now. It's almost one a month.
But you don't think come June, July next year, when it's every weekend, where it seems like, you don't think that'll be the tipping point where you'll be traveling most of the time Thursdays. You'll be doing your work on Thursday. You'll be coming home, getting your bag or whatever, hitting the airport. You're gone Thursday, and then doing your show Friday. Some cases you're home Friday.
Yeah.
Some cases you're home Saturday night.
Yeah.
You think you're waking up Sunday morning or Saturday night, you're getting home saying, hey, Toots, here's my bag, do my laundry. I'm hitting the gym.
Well, first of all, I do the majority of the laundry here in this house.
Oh, that feels like a sticking point.
Well, let me tell you what I did this Thursday, which nearly it was being kind of risky.
Okay. We
flew at 2:30 on Thursday. So after the show, everyone kind of scattered. I was out of there by like 11. Got home. Maybe I'll just relax, do my work. Mm-hmm. That way I don't have to worry about it once we get to the hotel tonight. And then like a lightning bolt hit me and I'm like, no, I'm going to get a workout in.
Oh, God.
So I get changed real quick. I rushed to the gym, had all my stuff with me, brought a towel so I could take a shower there, so I could just jump right in the car, head right to the airport.
So at this point, you're going to take your wet, damp towel with you on this trip?
No. Left it in the car.
Oh, that makes sense.
Draped it over the seat and just left it in the car.
Did you leave the car running, maybe hit the heater so it'll dry it for
out.
you?
Yeah. So I managed to go in there. I almost threw up. I worked out so fast.
Oh my God. So you're like running from machinery.
I am.
People are thinking that like, is he trying to do CrossFit and doesn't know what it is?
Well, because I have my Apple Watch, so you can like keep track of workouts, and it'll tell you how long you've been working out, how many calories you burn, and blah blah blah. Well, normally a workout that takes me about 40 minutes. I looked at my watch. I was done 5 of the 6 exercises in 17 minutes.
Okay, so you're skipping the whole idea of wait between sets.
Yeah, no 30 seconds between sets. Just keep powering through. What I would do is instead of taking a rest between sets, I would alternate to another exercise.
Yeah.
So no time for breathing.
I didn't know if maybe you were like you'd finish up with a leg press, but on your last push, you're leaning around trying to get another weight to put on the edge.
As I'm doing a leg press, I'm also doing like curls.
Isn't that what CrossFit is, Steve? Now, granted, I am well out of the loop on what CrossFit is, but in my mind, you're leg pressing while curling and doing jumping jacks. Is that accurate?
And every one of them is the worst form possible.
Yeah. Should we do that? Do you want to try CrossFit? There's
I would
one
definitely.
right by your work.
I would try CrossFit. Yeah.
You want to do a CrossFit class?
Yeah, I would do it just so I could be one of those idiots that's like running down the street in the pouring rain, holding a tire over my head. Or something.
Do we drag a tire behind us while wearing a harness? Is that something? Is that
and a parachute.
So we're obviously fighting the tire weight and the wind resistance.
Yeah, we're like those NFL players who train on the beach with parachutes behind them.
Boy, if anybody locally has a place that one would allow us, because I'd want to film it, and two, and this may be more importantly, I don't want to pay a penny to throw, because I'll be throwing up. There's no question, and there's no doubt. I will be throwing up probably midway through the very first CrossFit workout.
Bonus points too if you have one of those big monster truck tires, and then we just hit it with a sledgehammer.
Yes, I want to do a Rocky workout.
Yeah,
maybe we should just do that.
Oh, we should.
From Rocky IV.
And we have to go to Philly to do it though.
Oh, there's no question.
But
no. Rocky IV, he was in Russia. Remember, he was in the mountains.
But I'm when I think Rocky workout, I'm thinking he walks outside of his row home in Philadelphia.
Sure.
After like drinking 15 raw eggs. Yep. And then he does a run, which I remember I thought I remember reading years ago that somebody actually figured out, like based on the movie, they figured out, okay, well, this must have been his route. And it was like 45 miles or something ridiculous. I was like, wait a minute. Now he
ran 2 marathons.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It would be the equivalent of like, watching somebody like, oh, look, they're running past the Statue of Liberty. Now they're running past the Arch in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, now they're in South Beach. Well, that's a long run.
Maybe we should recreate a Rocky workout where we start.
Do we have to drink the eggs?
We're wearing matching gray sweatsuits.
Right, because that's the best, that's the most breathable material.
And then we need to buy gray knit hats because it'll obviously be the winter, or we're cutting weight. You can pick which explanation.
Anyone have like a meat packing plant?
Oh yes, so we need to punch raw meat. But not bare knuckle, because that's irresponsible. We're just going to throw some tape on it.
Yeah. Was that Paulie that worked there? Like, is that how he got in?
Paulie worked there, yeah. And Rocky would obviously go there and hit the meat, because that's the best way to envision a person, a big slab that doesn't move and is ice cold.
Yeah. Well, Paulie was there. He would like swing him around a bit.
Sure. You know what else does that? Punching bags.
Have you ever used a punching bag?
I don't think I have.
Like because there's the big bag, but then there's like the speed bag.
Yeah, the speed bag is...
That looks so intimidating.
The most amazing thing I think I've ever seen on any television or any video of is like Floyd Mayweather or any really good boxer hitting that speed bag, and then they like turn and start talking to the camera.
Yeah.
What, like... I feel like it'd be one punch, and then I'd be hitting the wall with my other fist because I'd be missing.
Or it would swing back and hit you in the chin or something.
At a level like that, I don't even know what that does for you, though, because what is this going to do? Are you walking up like the Three Stooges, like and go and just running circles into someone's face like a tire? Like, no way.
Yeah, it's I think we need to do some kind of workout challenge.
I would love to do I would do a CrossFit class. I would love to imitate a Rocky workout. We could, and here's what we could do, because I know we have access to it. We take 2 tires off of that Jeep you're never going to sell.
And just hit them with sledgehammers?
And we just hit them with hammers, and then we tie rope around our make a harness, and we drag them as we run.
Just run down the street.
Yeah.
So they're not standing up rolling behind us. They are dragging behind us.
Oh, yeah. No way, because then the second we stop, that thing's going to hit us and roll over us.
Well, that's part of the workout. You have to outrun the tire.
You have to keep running, and while you're running, undo the harness and break off to a side so the tire doesn't hit you.
Okay.
By the way, we are way too late. I stepped all over your introduction.
Yeah, it is Sunday, November 4th, 2018, the year of our Lord. It's the Steve and Kyle podcast. Back to regular regular schedule now, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll figure it out. Hopefully have weeks in advance known what day and time and everything going forward.
In the last week, give me one fatherly thing that you have learned. Because your baby is now 3 weeks old?
He's 2.5 weeks.
2.5
weeks. Born
weeks.
Wednesday, October 17th. So, yeah, that's 18 days old
All right, so
now.
by the time this podcast comes out,
yeah,
a day short of 3 weeks old.
Yeah. You know,
Gotta be something.
It's pretty simple right now. I say this, granted, well aware that being the dad not breastfeeding is 1 million times easier than anything my wife and the mother has to do. It's pretty basic right now. It's
He cries,
it's a lot.
He's either
diaper
needs to be changed,
food.
That's it.
That's been it. Honestly, that has been it. So, I guess I'm most surprised about the simplicity in the first few weeks. Now, granted, the worst part that I think everybody agrees with is the sleep pattern is totally awry, and I don't know when that settles down.
Maximum amount of time he has slept in a row.
3.5.
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours.
Were you guys like high fiving at that point? Like,
She was
yes!
it was last night, and she was like worried about him.
You go and wake him up.
She was like,
Or do the what everyone says, like you stick the mirror under his nose to make sure he's still breathing.
Should I go get? No, he'll get up. I mean, trust me, it'll be very soon.
And then how long after that did he wake up?
Oh, it couldn't have been more than 20 minutes. And it's always the same. I guess the one thing I've learned is I'm really surprised at, kind of how resilient they are. When you take a small baby, you're so scared and about the fragility of it. And obviously they still are. It's not like you're, throwing them on the couch and, catching them in the air and things like that. Dog. But I mean, it's not like, okay, make sure my hand is exactly here and exactly there, and make sure it's very slow. No, man, it's one fluid motion. It's surprising how strong and resilient they are. I mean, he doesn't like his hands down, so trying to get his hands down, strong. Yeah, very strong. These babies are strong.
How long does it take you? How long did it take you to figure out okay, I don't, like you were just saying, I don't have to do it. I'm not super cautious.
It wasn't that long. It was probably
days?
A little more. It was probably a week to where I'm picking him up out of either a swing or off his changing table or out of his crib, and it's so much like one fluid motion now where I come in, two different sides. One hand will go under the neck, the other hand will go under his legs or his butt, and he's up and moving. Done. We're moving.
Simple.
And I'm now practicing with new ways to hold him, where I can use one arm and he's kind of dangling over
like
one arm.
Hold him in one arm while you're like dropping a turkey in the deep fryer with the other hand.
Absolutely. Mowing the lawn, raking leaves, riding a dirt bike.
Yeah, of course.
I came over, rode Steve's scooter with him in one arm. Learned how to do that.
Yeah, that's safe.
So yeah, it's been an adventure, and again, it can't be said enough how impressive mothers everywhere are who just do breastfeeding, but just being mothers in general. My goodness. She said to me last night, she's like, you've been a really good dad. And I go, you're insane. I don't do anything. I don't know what I'm doing.
I hear him cry. I walk over, look at him, realize his diaper's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, tag, you're in, Mom.
Yeah, and for the most part, she's the one getting up with him and feeding him, and then he needs to be changed either after he's fed or right before. So, no, it can't be said enough. My goodness, what an impressive feat mothers everywhere do.
Yeah.
I am simply along for the ride.
So when when's Mother's Day is in May.
Yeah.
So when that list comes out of like all the jobs moms do and all of the money that they should get paid on a yearly basis, and we find out, moms should make $50 billion a year. Right. You're in support of that?
Oh, sure. I mean, it's not coming out of my pocket. So, absolutely.
But you'd be in support of it if someone else
is going to pony up. Okay. Absolutely, Steve. Yeah, I mean,
fair enough.
The government is doing our mothers a disservice. It is amazing to me, just as a sidetrack, that there's still no mandatory paid time for mothers. to be at home. It's absurd.
Yeah.
My wife's employer doesn't, and the fact I told you she's a nurse, that's kind of stunning to me.
Mm-hmm.
So to all the employers that do offer that, that's really, really important. That is, wow.
Luckily there's FMLA.
Yeah, if you want to not get paid.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, there's avenues.
Because all that does is basically guarantee that you will have a job.
Yep.
At the end of the
go ahead and take 12 weeks without a paycheck if you want, and you will have a job when you get back. So, if your employer offers that, that's a tremendous outpouring. I would encourage every employer to do that.
Yeah.
But that it's just because you look at other countries, Steve, it doesn't add up here. It's so different here because there's just not the emphasis put on that. The emphasis here in the United States is put on work, output, labor.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
everywhere else it's like, no, go ahead and take a year off or whatever.
Right. Well, I mean, you look at other countries, the way that they do it, and they look at us and be like, seriously, you're working like 5 days a week, 50 weeks a year, 51 weeks a year.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, crazy?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Why are we just working to die?
Yeah, that's it. You work so you can die with a little money.
Yeah, but now, granted, I'm in a situation where I love what I do, so it's like, But I mean, there are plenty of people that are at jobs that they are there because it's a paycheck, and they're miserable at them. Whether it's on an assembly line or digging ditches somewhere.
Yeah,
they don't love their job.
You just
they don't
need
love
to
their job at
support
all.
Your family.
Yeah,
just need to support your family. But we digress. We need to get a Rocky workout in.
Yeah, we do.
And it's the season to do it because when we put on our full gray sweatsuits, we go hit. Should we just go buy like 5 pounds of ground beef and freeze it and like dangle it from a rope and hit it?
Yeah.
Is that?
No, I mean, I think that there are plenty of places around here, like farm co-ops, where you can buy. You can, like, if we wanted to, we could buy a cow together. Like, we could go in on a cow together.
Get a whole cow, whole pig, whatever.
You pay for it, and it shows up processed. Well, we can just say, make it look like the movie, and hang it, bring it to me on a hook, and I'm just gonna hang it up in the garage. Shadow box a bit, and then and then after about 3 minutes, when we're tired of it. I'll just bring my recycling bin underneath it. We'll cut it loose from the ceiling, drop it in there, and I'll put it out at the curb. The American way.
Yeah.
Just wasting things.
So we just need someone to give us a dead cow.
Yeah. Preferably, preferably frozen and processed.
If not, you know what? Can we freeze that? No, we're gonna need someone to freeze that for us.
I'm sure we could. I just don't have a freezer big enough to fit a cow.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We don't have a big enough. So we're gonna need the cow pre-frozen.
Maybe a little calf, right? That's what they call them.
Yeah.
Calf.
Oh, so you want to kill baby cows now?
Isn't that what veal is?
Isn't that lamb?
Oh man!
Oh, that's the Steve and Kyle podcast. Really,
here we go. It's another
showing their meat expertise.
It's another nuts. Our nuts nuts grown in shells, and how do bicycles work or something.
We're gonna have people like hunting, listening to this and going, you know what?
Hey,
this is it. I can't do it anymore. These idiots didn't know nuts came in shells. These idiots didn't know how speeds on bikes work. And now they don't know if veal is lamb or baby cow or old cow or a different type of cow.
No, I know it's young something. Mark my words. Veal is a young form of some kind of animal.
What that animal is?
It's open to interpretation.
Listen, this isn't the meat podcast. This isn't, not breaking down your favorite cut.
All right, so here's what I'm thinking for the Rocky work.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up probably 2:30 a.m.
See you at 6.
I'm gonna wake up at 2:30. I'm gonna put on my gray sweatsuit. I'm gonna crack a dozen eggs into a glass and drink them. I'm gonna go out and run, and I'm gonna run all the way to your house where I will wake you up. So you get to sleep in a bit.
Oh no! We're doing this
it together?
Dorm room. So I need a cot.
All right, so you're sleeping over.
We need bunk beds, and we need a net to come in at 2:15, banging pots and pans because she's now Mick.
Yeah. Okay.
She's now Mickey and needs to get us up and at 'em and 2:15 in the morning, which is the normal, you've got so much to do that day.
Will she also be riding the 3-wheeled bike that we're pulling down the street? That was a scene, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably should while yelling insults at us.
You're nothing. You'll never amount to nothing.
And then we need to juxtapose that with our opponent hitting a robot with a PSI meter.
Yeah, everything that he was doing, it had like meters and like numbers flashing,
and nobody ever doing anything with those. Just looking at the monitor, cross-armed and nodding.
Well, no, it was always scientists in white coats, and they had clipboards. And
Writing them down.
Yeah.
Like if they weren't adjusting anything, just going.
Yep, he's really doing it.
Yeah, he's doing good. Good job, Drago.
All right, so we wake up at 2:30.
Yep. Dozen eggs.
So we, between the two of us, we consume 2 dozen raw eggs.
Oh, we're not splitting the dozen?
Did Rocky split the eggs?
Did he have a dozen?
I'm pretty sure he had at least
If he ate a dozen eggs, I can tell you this, I'm vomiting before we're jogging.
I got to find out right now. How many raw eggs did Rocky...
We sat down, looked at the screen, said, boy, we have so much to get to. We are now 30 minutes in.
Wait a minute. I have the scene right here. I don't think we can play the audio of it, but Rocky wakes up 4 a.m. That alarm
so it's
clock
so we
off.
got a little time to sleep. We're going at 4.
This is very nice. All right, so 4 a.m. out of bed. Oh, he's already in the sweatsuit.
So he sleeps in his training sweatsuit because he's training so much it doesn't make sense to not wear it to bed.
All right. So that's good.
4 a.m. That's his best. Now
that's when I wake up. Oh, okay. Well, he's in the sweatshirt.
Okay, so he's got to put on the pants.
Yeah, but he's already doing that thing where he's like loosening up the muscles. Where
it's a studio apartment.
Yeah, so he walks right over to the fridge. He's got his cup sitting there. Okay, there's one egg.
One egg. One.
Oh boy, I feel like it's at least 10.
2 eggs.
Oh boy, I can't crack eggs that well.
Well, he's eating shell. There's no question.
He definitely is.
3 eggs. 4 eggs.
And that cup is nearing half full.
Oh, my God. I did not remember it this much.
Oh, okay. 5 eggs.
5 eggs. So 5 eggs.
Look at this. Boom.
Oh, I
actually saw a shell in there.
So you don't... I think the key is there to make sure not to chew.
Yeah.
Just in and down.
Down.
So 5 eggs apiece, Steve. You and I, raw eggs. Is there something about that? Is that not okay for your body?
Oh, yeah. Salmonella.
Is there science?
Yep. Salmonella is the science behind that.
So
definitely not recommended.
Drink raw eggs, die. Let's see if Google tells me anything about this. While eating raw eggs is unlikely to hurt you, it's best to err on the side of caution. Eggs can be contaminated with salmonella bacteria, which generally dies and becomes harmless when cooked. However, if the egg is ingested uncooked, the bacteria can remain alive and cause food poisoning. This is from Medical Daily. Man dies after eating 28 raw eggs for a bet.
Hey, has Rocky died? Is Rocky still alive?
Rocky was a multi-time heavyweight champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, no. I'm sorry.
You know what Rocky would say if he was here right now?
If I can change.
Hey, there we go.
And you can change. Everybody can change.
You got it, Rock. That's what I know.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, 20-year-old man who died eating 28 eggs. You just weren't Rocky.
28 of them?
28.
Well, that's the dumb part right there.
5's okay.
Yeah, everyone knows the cutoff is 20.
YouTube video of a man drinking 12 raw from a vase.
Oh, God.
I think I might throw up after that. But you know what? We're going out for a jog.
Yeah. So we got the Rocky workout, waking up 4 a.m., no problem. 5 raw eggs each. We got our gray sweatsuits on. We, of course, have to be running. Somebody has to be like driving right behind us, or maybe Annette on the 3-wheeled bike can have a boombox playing.
It's the only way I'm going to keep going.
Okay, so how far are we going to run? How far do you think if you needed to? You got your sweatsuit on. Mm-hmm. I'll even give you a pair of running shoes, so you're legit. Mm-hmm. How far do you think you could run before you just gave up? You could do a mile, right?
I'll give you a third.
So you're going to run upwards of 3 to 4 minutes.
I'll give you a mile.
Okay.
I'm going to need a few minutes to
You think you could make it a mile?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. My shins might explode.
In what time?
9?
Okay.
I mean, it's not fast. Don't get me wrong.
No, but
but
I think
that's a
respectable. That's a respectable mile.
I could do a mile in 9, and then I'm going to need about 60 to 90 minutes to recuperate.
I don't think Rocky had quite that amount of time.
Well, we don't know. It's all cinema magic. You know, it could. Maybe we'll edit it together. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
And then, so at some point on the run, we have to run past a meat packing plant. Mm-hmm. We have to box a dead cow. And then I forget how it went after that. Did he just go home and go to work?
I feel like he probably did.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Rocky was a working man.
Yeah, that's who he defined. So the Rocky workout is something that needs to happen this winter because we need it to be ice cold out.
Does it have to happen?
I mean, you're already backing out. Oh. Do you just want to do the 5 raw egg part?
Oh, look, Men's Health has the Rocky workout.
I looked it up. It doesn't work. It's like running station to station and doing actual exercises, like single leg. What does this say?
Single leg hip thrust?
Yeah, and a Bulgarian split squat.
What the hell is a Bulgarian split squat?
So, and then we're doing elevated donkey kicks. That's an actual exercise, too.
Okay. I'm at YouTube right now looking up Bulgarian split squats.
Because this is so do we include this in the time of the workout while we look up what the workout is?
No. This is going to take some prep. But we're going to do it. Okay, Bulgarian split squats.
Yeah. Oh, I'm already pumped.
Look at this. It's like a
Scott Herman fitness guru. He's no Wayne Dreamboat.
No, not at all. All right.
Okay,
Scott.
get all your social media out of the way, Scott.
Nation, I'm going to demonstrate for you guys how to do a Bulgarian split squat.
All right, hit it, Scott.
The Bulgarian split squat is very similar to a normal split squat, as they
good.
involve the same joint movements and technique.
It's just done with a Bulgarian accent.
Allows you to go lower, which allows you to put more emphasis on your quads. The primary muscles that you're going to be using in this exercise are your quads, glutes, and inner thighs.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to really pack on some muscle,
I want to do this.
exercise is really great.
You're gonna stand up and do it.
Your hamstrings and calves are going to be targeted throughout this exercise.
You're gonna use your hammy as a stabilizer.
Of
course, yeah.
Throughout the movement.
All right, jump
Exercise
ahead.
standing with your front foot flat on the ground and your rear foot on a bench.
Okay.
Your front leg is going to be the working leg during the exercise, and your back leg will be utilized for balance.
I can totally do that.
50 a leg.
You can choose to have your rear foot flat or on its toes.
And we're supposed to be running a half mile to a mile in
Once
between
in
each of these
position,
stations.
Lower yourself into a deep
Are you
plunge
serious?
while keeping
What
your
this
chest
men's
up.
health workout is.
A half mile to a mile in between.
Yeah, run half mile to a mile, complete the
right.
exercises. Single leg hip thrust, Bulgarian split squat, feet elevated push up, alternating step up jump.
So
you're done? You're running another half mile to a mile.
So what we need to do is find people that are willing to let us work out in their driveways. Because I don't want to do treadmill and do it all. No. This has to be outside in the elements.
How about this? We could also do it as a relay exercise, Steve.
Oh, good.
Where we recruit like 4 other people. All right, you got your now you got your stabilizer leg, I think is the term he used.
Yeah.
And then you're going to want to drop down on that. It's a full squat. There you go. Back up.
Woo.
50 a leg. 2. This is station 1.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, this is step 2 though. Now, Steve, you forgot to do the single leg hip thrust. That's also 50 reps per leg at station 1. I feel like this men's health one is not going to suit our needs. You got 4 on one leg. I hear some heavy breathing.
I had 5.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to short you.
Come on, man. I'm an expert here. I just drank my workout.
Oh, there's from Men's Journal. There's all the exercises from every Rocky training montage. Because that's what we need to replicate. The Italian Stallion.
Yeah. Well, that was something. Don't plan to do that.
Yeah, that one. Distance run through Philadelphia, including the 72 steps of the Philadelphia Museum of Art.
Oh, I've done that before?
Hang on.
Everybody's done that before.
Are we talking
trip to Philly?
Another whirlwind trip, this time Philadelphia.
I'm flying there in December.
Speed bag work, one arm push-ups.
December 14th, you fly to Philly. We'll do this.
Clap push-ups, but only 3 for some reason.
Really? Clap push. I wonder if I could do a clap push-up.
Oh boy, this is going to end up with Steve's face on the ground. Up. Oh. We only need to do 3. You think you could do 2 more if you needed to?
Yeah.
Under duress?
I don't know if you noticed. I have socks on. I don't have shoes on. And when I pushed up and clapped, I slid back about a foot. So I'd need a long room to do these in.
So this is from Rocky 1. We have the distance run, obviously, like we talked about, including the steps. Speed bag work. One arm push-ups. Clap push-ups, but only 3. Roman chair sit-ups. Don't know what that is. Heavy bag, and then sprints. Now, optional.
Roman chair sit-ups, I think that's when he was like hanging from a pull-up bar, and he was doing sit-up like he'd...
Oh, lifting the legs up?
No. His legs were hooked over the pull-up bar, and then he was doing sit-ups.
Well, I'm going to need someone to get me up there.
We'll get some kind of harness.
And then obviously doing heavy bag work on cattle carcasses is another. And then not recommended, it says consuming 5 raw eggs before training.
Lame.
It's the only part I think I could do, and I'd still vomit.
Oh, I can't wait to not do this.
Oh, I'd love to do it. I'd love to. Just count how many times I throw up. It'll be at least 2. There's no good.
All right, we have to hire a camera crew.
Yeah.
To follow us along. They have to be here at like 3:30 in the morning to set up.
I hope they can run as far as me. 1/3 of a mile.
I was. It was funny. I was on the treadmill today, and a song came on. I forget what song it was, but it was one of those ones. It was like the perfect running song, and I'm like,
you go with your phone on that?
Yeah,
You're on music.
Yeah, I got the headphones and phone sitting there, and a song came on, and in the 3.5 minutes that song was on, I was like, I'm going to start running again.
That made you think?
It did. And it made me think, I wonder how far I could run but like right now, I'm not in great shape, but I'm in okay shape. Not in running shape at all, but I wonder how far I could go. And I concluded that I could do 13 miles today if I wanted to, which is so ridiculous. But in that one song, I was on top of the world, man.
You think we could wrap up recording today? If you were to go out and run, how far do you think you could go? Because you don't have that 13-mile course like you did the time you ran a half marathon with no training.
Yeah.
You have just you in the open roads of your neighborhood, which seems to go on forever. If you were to run today...
So I can just go out and then stop when I'm done, and I can get a ride back.
Yeah. Let's just say you'd run as far as...
I don't have to worry about doing a loop, so I end up at the same... Okay.
No, just run as far as you could until like you'd think, hey, this is it. I'm done for today. This is as far as I can run with no training.
I could make it... How far do you think it is here to the highway? Probably 6 miles?
Yeah, I think, that sounds about right. You think you could do that?
I could.
You wouldn't have an issue making it 6 miles?
It wouldn't be great. But
well, you wouldn't. You'd obviously be hurting a little bit.
If I can get through the first 2 miles, I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's
impressive. I envy everybody who can do that.
Yeah. But part of that is also me thinking, I've done it before, so I can still do it. Because I'm stubborn. That's why I did a half marathon with no training. I'm like, whatever. I've done this before. I could do it again.
And you did it with no issues.
I did it.
I envy you and people like that because, again,
let's just end this right now. We're at 45 minutes. Let's just end it, and we'll go for a run.
You're talking to a guy.
We can make it to your house. Your house is like
has
3.5 miles.
My shins hurt for 4 days after running around the base path, Steve. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Come on. We'll have Annette follow us really slowly in her car with her hazards on.
Now my running coach is gone.
Yeah. Jake has moved on to the great beyond.
We're prepared to lose another player before the springtime. He's moving
losing?
as well. Ryan, my friend Ryan's leaving.
Where's he going?
He's moving to St. Louis area.
What the hell's he doing that for?
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like half crawling down to first base because my new base running coach is gone. I was legging out infield singles, Steve.
Yeah, you are.
Jake teaching me how to run as a 31-year-old man.
We can FaceTime Jake in every time you're at the plate.
We may have to.
What we'll do is we'll call him on your phone. You can Bluetooth it to some headphones.
Oh, yeah.
So he can be talking to you while you're in the batter's box.
And then I'll say, swing, contact, ground ball, and he'll say, step. I'll need him to count it out. Absolutely.
All right, so when are we doing the Rocky workout, and exactly what are we doing?
I think we need some snow on the ground.
Okay.
I don't know how much.
Yeah. We need an art museum. Does anyone have an art museum?
We just need 72 steps, don't we?
Yeah, I guess so.
But
they have to be, because it's like 10 or 12 up, then a landing. Then 10 or 12 more, landing.
Huh.
We need gray sweatsuits. I think we can do that.
It's a lot of prep. I'm in for the eggs.
So you're in for being here at 4 a.m. and drinking eggs?
Uh-huh.
And then just going home?
Well, the rest is TBD. I want tires. We need the whole ensemble.
Mm-hmm. Dead cow.
Dead cow.
Live cow. Dead cow. Whatever.
It doesn't matter. I'll go punch it.
Punch a cow.
Not like I punch very hard. My hand hurts. Oh, if it goes,
cows are smelly.
If it goes like my running, my wrist will break. Is there wrist splints? I'll have those.
Sure. Yeah. All right, so it's happening then.
Yeah,
we're doing this.
Oh God, what a terrible decision.
No, I think it's gonna be fun. We just have to figure out the mileage of the run, how many eggs we're drinking.
I've got you
Bulgarian split squats.
Got you all the way up to 1 mile.
No, I think we got to do more. You got to start hitting up the gym again. Get yourself in good shape for the Rocky. You have to get yourself in shape for the workout.
Looks like we got some mail over there, Steve.
Oh, wait, did we have what happened?
Yeah, we got the viewer mail. Yeah.
Oh man,
I was hoping you had it on cue.
Oh geez, I don't even know if I ever saved that.
Oh come on, excuse you? I spent hours, Steve.
Oh, there it is. There we go. Viewer mail time.
Hang on. Well, Steve, looks like you got some mail over there.
Oh, it's funny you should say that because I believe I do.
Hey folks, viewer mail time again. Oh, here's one from Sally, age 14. Dear Pig.
Oh God, I forgot how perfect that was.
Huh? Hey Pig. So yeah, now this is late. I've been waiting to see this. We didn't. Yeah. We were short on time last week. So you received this at your workplace, which is
I did.
We accept all gifts and packages. If you want to send us that, just message us, ask for an address. Steve will give it to you. This was sent to you. Now, did anybody ask you for an address, Steve, or did somebody have it?
Not that I remember. It's not to say that it didn't happen, but I don't remember anyone recently. In this case, this showed up. There was no note, but there was the packaging slip.
Yeah.
And it looks like it was sent by a man named Brendan Whitley. And this was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I opened it up. Here's the invoice and the packing slip if you'd like to take a look.
Okay.
You know how
the order from Amazon, which way too much money spent on this.
It was like $48 or something, $43.
Yeah, my God.
So you know how if you're driving on the road and you come across a bunch of guys on motorcycles, a lot of them will have like the same patches or something on the back of their vest because they're in a motorcycle club. Well, what would you do if I told you that I was now in a club, very exclusive club?
You're part of a biker gang? Now are you gonna?
Well, let's.
Sorry, a motorcycle club, Steve. I apologize.
Yeah. So it'll say, whatever the name of their club is, and then a lot of times it'll say MC. Well, I'm not quite in an MC
Because you have a scooter.
these days. But I'll tell you what I am in.
Do you think it's because you have
I'm in an SC, and that's what this patch says.
It's the scooter club.
Yes. So I now have patches, and it's like you would see on any motorcyclist, where it's like the banner on the top, the banner on the bottom.
Yeah, making like a circle.
Yeah, and then
where
maybe
there'll be like a logo in the center usually.
Yeah. Well, my top banner says Throat Goblins.
So the scooter club is the Throat Goblins.
The Throat Goblins, and then the bottom one says Michigan.
Obviously, you're based out of Michigan.
Sure. And then I have one that says SC for Scooter Club, which I believe probably goes on my sleeve. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah,
hang
on. So, they have it listed here. Name tag. So you have a top rocker.
Okay.
Name tag 1, name tag 2, bottom rocker, and a 3-inch square. So
okay, so I'm assuming that
square.
Throat Goblins is the top rocker. Michigan is the bottom rocker.
Yep.
3x3 square for SC,
the
Scooter
Club, obviously.
And it's funny that you mentioned the name tags as well. My name is Tortellini.
Oh my God, you're Tortellini. Steve.
And then the one that goes under it shows that I'm the president.
So you're the president of the SC, of the Scooter Club Throat Goblins.
Yeah, the Michigan Throat Goblins.
And your name, you're the president, as we said. And obviously you need to be identified for when you inevitably fall and no identifying features are left on your body. You're Tortellini.
Yeah.
As in Steve E. Tortellini,
yeah.
Which has now migrated from being your wrestling persona to
now
the president of the Michigan Throat Goblins
Scooter Club.
Scooter Club.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing. Brendan, if you wherever you follow us, social media, Twitter, Facebook, please.
We need to
give you a proper thank you. Please let us know. We'll post those pictures on social media as well. Steve can, as soon as he gets them, put on his leather jacket.
No, I think I want to go to Goodwill and get a jean jacket.
Can you get that on a jean jacket?
Cut the sleeves off of it.
Do you iron those on? How do you just pin them on?
These are not iron-ons. These are like the real deal, man.
So what do? Do they pin them?
You sew them on.
You sew them on.
I have to get someone to sew them on for me.
Do you sew? Does Annette sew?
I could.
When's your mom coming back out? She was just here last week?
She was just here last week. I bet my mother-in-law would do it.
Can you? Okay, so we need to get you a jean jacket. Rip those sleeves off. Oh, this needs to happen. We need to figure out where that 3-inch square goes. Does that go on like your sleeve?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
We need to pull
maybe
up.
on the front. I don't know.
Most embarrassing thing ever, we're gonna have to Google what a motorcycle club jacket looks like.
Yeah, because we're not cool enough to just know.
Do you think you get waves? Because again, your scooter.
I've gotten a wave before. I've gotten one wave.
So if I pull up just a random motorcycle club jacket, you've got the top, the bottom. Now we don't have a logo.
Right. Well, we do.
Oh, we need to get that on a patch.
I just have to get it embroidered.
We need to get that on a patch. So this is like what one randomly looks like. So you'd have Throat Goblins, Michigan on the bottom.
Yeah. Now theirs has an M and a C on either
is that
side.
one of them? Is that?
Yeah, but mine is just SC.
So this is what this looks like right here. So this would work. So you'd put it on the right side.
Yeah, that's exactly
right side.
it.
So yeah, we just need a logo.
Yeah.
We need to get the Throat Goblin logo that Zach so generously made us. Or the other one. I forget who was the other. Oh, was it Carl that made us the other one?
Yeah.
One of those. Put onto a patch.
Well, I think Carl's was a Steve. Wasn't his a Steve 16 logo? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
running
You're right.
together.
We need to get the actual Throat Goblin on a patch, and we need to get all of this on a denim jacket, Steve.
Yeah.
And then I need to get a matching one.
Yes.
I'm obviously not the president.
Well, you have to get a scooter, too.
Huh.
Or you could just ride on the back of my scooter.
Yes. You got pegs? Would the weight be too much for that?
I don't know. I think we'd do all
We'd
right.
be at, 380, 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Is there a weight limit? Should we look into that?
Probably. I'm sure there is.
So I need it. Well, we have a lot to do before spring rolls around when you bust the hog out.
Yeah.
Because you need to get your patches embroidered. I need a jacket. We need to buy pegs for your scooter.
Yeah.
So that two grown men can scoot around town wearing our fake motorcycle
Now,
jackets.
it's going to look strange because my scooter looks like a crotch rocket. So, natural riding position, I'm kind of leaned forward a bit.
Yeah.
But you're just going to be standing straight up.
and still trying to I need to either have two handles or I need
we'll
to
build handlebars.
or I
for
need to
you.
wrap around your waist, so it's going to be like I'm hunched over.
I like the idea of just building some handlebars.
Two handles. So I'm standing straight up,
Yeah.
and we're going 25 on a 55 4-lane road.
Yeah.
Because the weight we've capped out the speed on this thing.
Yeah. I like it.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Brent. Well, from Steve. Thank you so much, Brendan. That's an amazing gift.
The funny thing was, when I opened it up, I thought that there was a podcast reference in there too, because there was one of the crappiest candies I've ever known packed in that packaging.
Not a Charleston Chew. We've come around
No.
on the Charleston Chew.
No, it was a cowtail. Do you remember cowtails?
No.
Cowtails.
Well, I've heard of it, but I've never. What is it? Just milk chocolate?
No, it's some kind of. I think they're. What is it?
Is it gone?
No. Yeah, I can't find it anywhere. I don't know where it went, which makes me think Toby.
wonder why Toby's
Toby
sick.
probably ate it.
Cowtail caramel candy.
Yeah.
So you can find. Oh, they have vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, caramel, apple.
Well, that was in there, and I'm like, oh, that's funny, whoever packaged this up. But then I realized that was just one of the little extras that this Amazon merchant throws in there, because attached to the invoice, it says, why is there a cowtail in your package? Ever since I was a little kid, I have loved the caramel cowtail candy and rarely find myself going a week without having a few. I realize it's not much, but just want you to enjoy a little something from Baltimore that makes me feel like a kid again. I hope you enjoy the little tail in your package. That's so stupid. I think I want to return it. Just the cowtail.
Get a 36 count for $14.49 on Amazon. So he's giving you a 40-cent piece of candy, which, again, it's not the price. It's the fact that you included candy, and it's garbage candy.
Yeah. Now, I also did come across a Bit-O Honey.
Oh, no.
got a
That
Bit-O
sounds
honey?
worse.
It's
Is that just a honey-based, like, caramel
I
chew?
think so. What's
Ugh. No, you're good. You don't have to worry about. You're all
Well,
set.
don't worry, because it's.
Go ahead and down the hatch that one, Steve. A Bit-O honey, which that's another incredible loose end that we never discussed. 3 weeks ago, before the baby was born, we discussed having the box candy taste off. That looks awful.
Hello, chewy.
Does it just taste like honey? Does it taste more like caramel?
No, it tastes like honey because it's called Bit-O Honey. It's not Bit-O Caramel.
Thank goodness our listeners. We had Nikki send us a care pack of only amazing candy. Mm-hmm. Because I'd be really upset if people started sending us garbage candy now. Like, hey, here's your Charleston Chews, your Bit-O Honeys, your cow tails. What else is in that? So we need to elevate Charleston Chew above those. Because I don't.
CC is one of my favorites now.
Wow, that was a quick rise in the rankings for you. As you chew on a Bit-O honey.
Boy, this is bad. I can just feel my fillings being pulled out.
But thank you, Brendan. Again, please let us know if that was you that sent that on social media where you're at, so we can give you a proper thank you. We'll post pictures of those again at Steve and Kyle on Twitter and SteveandKyle.com or Facebook.com/Steve and Kyle to see these motorcycle club patches. Sorry, scooter club. And don't you dare say gang, because that is the biggest affront to motorcycle and scooter clubs. Are there Vespa clubs?
Oh, I guarantee there are Vespa
Is
clubs.
that the saddest thing out there?
I don't know. I think Vespas are kind of cool.
Do you?
Yeah.
Cool enough that if you pulled up next to a guy wearing a leather jacket on his Harley, you'd feel comfortable giving him a wave?
Oh, I think that's a violation.
Would it be like if I had like an older Jeep and I tried to wave to a new Jeep?
No, that's perfectly
That's okay?
fine. Yeah, totally fine.
What if I have like a
But
Range Rover?
there is like a code where like I think the newer Jeep is supposed to initiate the wave to show respect
Oh, okay.
for the older one.
I got you. Generational Jeep wave.
Right, yeah.
It feels like a thing.
Yep.
A generational Jeep wave.
Yeah. So, if you notice, I have my hat on again.
Yeah.
And I got to take my headphones off a bit so you can see. What do you think of this? This is good, right?
Starting to get a nice pop out and a little bit of a curl.
Now, I don't want to alarm anybody, but I want to be upfront and honest. Mm-hmm. I have a haircut scheduled for Tuesday, but it's just for just a minor little, once over
adjustment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting the beard trimmed up too.
Okay. So you're getting the ensemble done. Yeah, you got a nice. It's starting to pop a little bit in the back, Steve.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of a waft.
Yeah.
A little curl.
A little puff.
Which is exactly what we're looking for in Operation Cooper Hair, Steve.
Hashtag Operation Cooper Hair. It's coming along well. We're now about, I don't know, what's this, like the fourth week that we've referenced this?
Fourth weekend. So last check, Steve, it's not even a concern. The only thing that will need adjusting down the road is going to be the top.
Yeah.
Now, your top doesn't grow down as much. It grows kind of out.
Yeah. It's
a little heavier on the top.
It is, yeah. But we're making it happen.
Mm-hmm.
So you ready for the latest?
Yeah, let's get a...
Operation Cooper Hair. I took a shower like 10 minutes before you got here.
Okay,
put a hat
it might
on.
be set down
So
a little bit further.
Oh, it's gonna look bad.
Try to get
you're gonna
video of
document
Operation
this again.
Cooper Hair. Okay. Yeah. So we are keeping meticulous notes about your efforts to mimic Bradley Cooper's hair from the film A Star Is Born.
Yeah. Boy, I've just realized that a great deal of my life is just mimicking other things from movies and television.
A great deal of this podcast
seems
to be, you as Terrence Mann, it's James Earl Jones,
and me as Terrence Mann, who is playing a promoter for a guy.
You're still lost, Steve, because you're using that. Whatever. It's for another time.
All right. Are you ready?
The unveiling, Steve. Week 4 or week 5?
Week 4.
Operation Cooper Hair. You got the hat on. Let's unveil this thing. Let's see how far along we are on our route to April. Look at that. Yeah, it's getting there. Now the back is the key, Steve. If you want to just give me a side profile there. See, that's the key. Look at that. Look at that kick out. It's beautiful. That's what the hairstylists call it, is a kick out.
Are you happy, girl?
Oh. Woo!
Something in this modern world.
Oh, man.
Do you feel all right?
Now, you seem like a guy. Have you not you didn't download the soundtrack?
I downloaded that song.
Oh, just the
Shallow,
song.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're missing out. You got to get the whole album.
Yeah?
Ooh.
Okay.
Whew.
Boy, talk about a movie that was so prominent. Like you couldn't go 5 minutes without hearing about it, and then gone.
Oh, you're crazy.
Really?
Oh, it is holding on. It's still like top
heard about
5
it
box
at all.
office. It is just went past $150 million at the box office. Doing incredibly
So what you're saying
well.
is I'm completely wrong.
Well, it's not like forefront of the news. Obviously, you had Halloween took the box office number 1 spot, and it's still there. Okay.
Oh, look, I got a mask on. Oh, things go bump in the night.
Well, you got him.
Look, a bat. That's the plot, right?
Mask, things that go bump in the night, and a bat. Steve's definition of Halloween, the movie.
Yeah.
From 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Oh, you're wrong. I don't know if there's a bat in the entire film. But, in fairness, you nailed 2 out of 3. I mean, he does wear a mask.
Yeah.
I guess he goes bump in the night. Yeah, Star is Born just popped up on my Twitter feed. Made $11.1 million this weekend, Steve.
I'd go see it again.
I would not. That's what it's going to take me a long time to watch again. Emotionally devastating.
Okay. What about if I get you some more great candies?
No. There's movies like
snow
that.
caps.
I think I've talked about them. Like movies that just affect me that I cannot watch very often. I love them. Absolutely tremendous.
Sure.
I still want you to watch, and I may have asked you about this, the movie Warrior. Got Tom Hardy. His brother is played by Joel Edgerton, who you'd recognize, Steve. They play brothers who join a mixed martial arts tournament.
Okay.
The dad is played by Nick Nolte. Tremendous.
Yeah, never seen it.
Oh man, I haven't watched it in 2 years because it will make me cry like a baby.
And now you have a baby.
Like, oh, see that for this
so
movie,
you're very well aware of how babies cry.
Yeah. God, I kind of want you to watch that now. See if it affects you at all. Now you're not a movie crier, but this movie, it can. Oh, okay. This movie might hit you.
You have it. Well, of course you have it on DVD because
obviously I have it on Blu-ray, Steve.
I don't even know if I have a DVD player.
You don't have a Blu-ray or DVD player? Huh. Mr.
There it is.
Oh, it's just not hooked up.
It's laying on that bed.
Just not hooked up.
No, no, but I have one.
Easy to hook up. You just have to, run that wire behind the wall again, down to the outlet.
Yeah, well, no, I would just temporarily
hook up.
Put it on a chair or something.
Okay.
Because I don't know who watches DVDs.
Huh. You're anti-movie now. Coming out strong with some random sentiments today. Taking shots at Halloween, which was reviewed very well.
A guy with a mask.
Now
things that go bump in the night.
A bat.
And a bat.
Now taking shots at DVDs.
Yep.
Boy,
I prefer to stream.
We have a short episode last week. We don't record the week before. And you've got bubbling hot takes that just can't be held in any longer.
What else?
I respect it. Boy, I mean, these all come naturally, so I guess we just keep going. And
tell me about something else you like.
See what you're mad about.
Craft beer? Boom. Stupid. Roasted. Done. Next.
Nice calories. Fatty.
I like wrestling. It's fake. It's dumb.
Oh, fake. Pew, 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 pow. Off the ropes, buckle.
Neat. Rock'em sock'em robots. Get out of here.
Boy, a lot to get to today. Gotten to none of it.
Nope. Not.
What should we
got to a little.
Here?
Yeah, we got to a little bit of it. We got the Operation Cooper hair done. Got the mail call done.
What one thing I mentioned this in passing. I wanted to get to it. I wanted to mention it last week, Steve. We haven't talked about it in a long time. Got distracted. Had the baby. Hasn't come up in a little bit. This summer, you began what you were going to refer to as, what was it, like second chance Jeeps
second chance Jeeps,
Habitat for Jeeps, or acting like you're doing a service to Jeeps everywhere.
Yeah,
by flipping Jeeps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You how far now? How many Jeeps have you flipped? And in Operation Second Chance, or what was it called again? I'm sorry.
Second Chance.
Second Chance Jeeps. Operation Second Chance.
Nope,
Jeeps.
You're combining Operation Cooper hair.
Jeeps Without Borders.
Yes, we go overseas.
Rehabilitate Jeeps.
And help people work on their Jeeps. You're welcome for my service.
Ghana, you pull in, people hoping there's a food drop or a doctor.
No.
You come off with a Stanley toolbox and you go, "Where's your nearest Jeep?"
Don't worry, I got those axle shafts you need.
And they say, "What's a Jeep?"
Yeah.
Steal your tools and you leave the country. So you started this in the summer.
Yeah, well, technically, Operation Second Chance Jeeps started in January with mine.
That's right, that's true.
Bought mine, fixed it up, had it running by April.
Mm-hmm.
So I could go big boy vroom vroom up the sandhill, which I never ended up doing.
You never did, even on your birthday.
No,
that's going to be your big birthday gift. You were going to force Annette to sit in the passenger seat with your Liberty
Freedom Freedom panels.
Freedom panels off,
Freedom
and what about the roof?
That is the roof?
Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. You're telling me the Freedom panels are not the doors?
No, the doors are the doors.
I mean, you guys have code words for everything. You're telling me the door on a Jeep is not
It's a
the
door.
Freedom.
No, it's a door.
Huh. I feel like it's the Liberty panel.
Okay.
Liberty. Oh, we can't reuse.
Didn't we
panel.
come up with names for the...
We were talking about it last
we had
week.
a name
for
the doors. Something with some good alliteration. But we digress.
Of course, we digress. You did that, but with no intention of flipping. You wanted this Jeep for yourself.
Yeah.
Working great. No issues, no hiccups.
Working great. Everything's good.
You had the 3-hour Wendy's
my
day.
remote start's not working. I'm a little disappointed with that.
No,
I think I know the issue, though.
Okay. You don't. So you're not envisioning another 3-hour day at the Wendy's while they work on it next door?
No. I kind of played around with it last night, and I got it to work, but I don't know. Got to figure it out.
You decided to undertake another Jeep you bought off of an auction with our friend Chris, Sinel and Ryan Young. Completed all of the rehab and all of the new parts and everything, and
fairly quickly.
Yeah. You had it done within what, a month?
Yeah, and it could have been done within a week if we knew. There were a couple surprises with it, so it needed to get a little bit of body work done. So that took up about a week or a week and a half or so. But yeah, it was done fairly quickly. I would say probably a month.
You're counting your dollars. You're rubbing your hands together, thinking about all the things you're going to buy with all the money that you're making. This was August?
Yeah, probably mid-August.
It's been a while, Steve, so I guess it's time to ask, what did you buy with all the profits you made from the sale of the Jeep?
I bought a Jeep.
You made so much money, you bought another Jeep with your profits from the sale of your Jeep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we bought the original Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
And we still have it.
So you bought it, like, with all your profits? Wait a minute. Surely I'm not misunderstanding you.
It hasn't been sold yet.
You haven't sold the Jeep?
No.
It's been 2 months? Can we say it's 8 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
It's posted on your standard sites where you'll find vehicles and things like that.
Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any bites?
Oh, plenty. Plenty of people are very interested in...
Any bites recently, I guess. Now, you had the...
As recent as yesterday.
You had the insurance thing where the person wanted to buy it, but their insurance wouldn't do it because it's a rebuilt title.
Boy, that still really annoys me.
So the Jeep sits... So yesterday... You had a bite yesterday, a nibble or a bite?
Well, I've had a guy that has messaged me like 4 times about it. And every time he asked me questions, which could easily be answered if he just read the posting.
Okay.
So that's annoying. And like he asked me, does it have a hard top or a soft top? Well,
that's a pretty standard part of the listing.
There are 15 pictures of the thing. And in every single one, you can tell it's got a hard top. And then he just lowballs me, like $4,000 less. He's like, well, does it have heated seats and a remote start? No, it doesn't. Does it have a soft top? No, it doesn't. Well, I mean, that's going to be like $2,500 for me to add that. I'm like, well,
those are amenities for you, sir.
I'm not responsible for paying for things that you just want.
Yeah, that's like if someone's buying a house. Oh, you don't have an acre?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to buy that. That's coming off your asking price,
dude.
mister.
It's not like I'm pricing it as if it does have those amenities, and it doesn't. It's priced accordingly. He's like, well, that's going to be $2,500.
So he wants to take money off of his end because of the amenities he wants.
Yeah. Another thing was he offered, like on Friday night, he made an offer, which I hate when people offer me money without even coming to look at it yet. And
feels weird, right?
I've tried to say to him, like, hey, man, maybe just come and look at it first so, We don't like strike a deal and then you're disappointed or something like that.
Well, because that's what's going to happen. So, and that's from, I think you'd read a lot about Craigslist not scams, but issues like that, where they're going to say, sure, I'll come look at it and pick it up. Then they're going to show up and say, well, I didn't see.
It's got a scratch here.
Yeah, I thought the tires had more tread on it. I thought, boy, is that a door ding?
So this is Friday night. He makes me an offer, which is reasonable, but still $2,000 less than we want. So I was like, sorry, man. It's just, it's not going to happen. And didn't hear back from him. So I sent him a text yesterday morning. I said, just so you know, we're putting like the beginning of this week, we're putting this thing in storage, and it's going to be in storage all winter. And then
paying for a unit.
No. Luckily, we have something worked out. Somebody had an open garage door or an open garage space, so it's not going to cost us anything. And actually, not going to cost us a dime. So we figure we'll just hold on to it till the spring, try and sell it then. So I sent him a message. I was like, hey man, just so you know, it's going to go into storage. So after that, we're probably not going to do anything till spring. So if you want to do something with this, let's like get together this weekend. I can show it to you, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
That's when he asks about the remote start and the heated seats. And I was like, no. And then he offers me less money than he did the night before. I was like, I don't think you know how negotiating works.
Wouldn't there be... Now granted, I've bought a few cars in my life. Would those things ever be hidden? Like, hey, lucky for you, you came to see this Jeep today. You know what? You know what wasn't in the listing?
Heated seats.
Heated seats and remote start. You're in luck.
And it really bums me out because he's like, yeah, it's going to be $2,500. Well, first of all, no, it's not. I've added a remote start. There's one place where you can get a remote start for $149 installed. $149. There's I've added heated seats to 2 vehicles before, and it's about $150. It's work, but I'd be willing to do the work if I knew that he was gonna
pay what,
like pay it. I would say, look, man, let's strike some kind of a deal. I'll install these for you. You buy them, I'll install them for you free of charge. The only thing that's going to cost them a little bit of money is the soft top. My last Jeep, I paid $1,000 for a soft top. They're expensive, but yeah, like why am I responsible for paying for the things that you want? It's not how it works.
It's such a weird tactic. So is this a young guy, old guy, middle age?
I don't know.
You didn't see a picture or anything?
I don't know if
it was Craigslist or Facebook.
It's Facebook, so I can actually go to his page right now and see how stupid he looks.
So you're at an impasse then?
Yeah, I don't see it happening with this guy.
So what? How did you respond? Did you go Jersey Steve on him when he low-balled you?
Nope.
Just ignore him?
Nope. I just said, sorry, that's too much of a loss. Not going to be able to make that work.
Sure.
That
was it.
Yeah. And he just said, okay. So, oh, jeez, this guy does not need to save $1,500 just looking at all the pictures he has posted.
Oh, is he a bit wealthy?
Sure looks like it.
That's weird. What a weird avenue.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a small house.
Yeah.
And that's his profile picture, so I'm assuming that...
Well, he loves his house, too, by the way.
Yeah. Considering all of his pictures
are of houses.
Are of his house. So...
Huh.
Yeah.
What a weird Well...
So the Jeep remains unsold.
So it's sitting probably on a roadside, major freeway, a lot of visibility.
No.
What do you mean? Steve?
Do
you think this thing's going to sell itself on name only?
Sitting at Cy Nolan Ryan Young's house.
Oh, he's on a main road, right?
He's in a cul-de-sac. So no, it's not getting a lot of views.
Now, is this part of the plan? Like you hold on to it for like a year and then you guys just decide to keep it?
I hope not. Because I got a bunch of money tied up in it.
Are you guys up a Jeep and down cash now? Is that where we're at?
You know what the good thing is, though? The money that I have invested in it, I've forgotten about. So when we do sell it, it's going to be free money. So that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. You,
It's like finding a $20 bill in your pocket. That $20 bill was always yours. But finding it again It's like it's free money. It's new money all over again.
So in your mind, this project,
whatever you're going to say now, yes. My answer is yes.
No matter what.
Just don't even bother.
Okay. Success it is.
Yeah. So it's going to be sold any time now. Then another woman sent me a message 3 weeks ago. Is this still available? I reply, yes. Would you like to come look at it? Then nothing. No response whatsoever.
Facebook Messenger.
Which is so common.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people do it. So I sent her a couple follow-up messages over the next few days. Hey, are you still interested? Hey, I still have this. Hey, you messaged me the other night. Was it by mistake or... Because it was one of the auto responses where it just said, is this item still available? So I thought, okay, maybe she accidentally hit it, didn't realize it. Well, then she replied back like a week and a half later, asking for, again, things that are all in the description that you could just easily see.
Yeah.
I answered all of her questions very nicely. Then we talked price a little bit, and then she said, I love the Jeep, but I was just told no, I can't have it. I was like,
oh my gosh.
Okay, well, what do I do? I got a radio friend of mine asking for it, saying I should donate it so he can get it for free. Come on, you idiot.
Well, yeah. So it's going well.
Yeah.
So you can't wait to get the second Jeep.
It's going great.
For Operation Second Chance Jeeps Without Borders. That'll be starting up the minute you guys sell this one, right?
The sad thing is, I'll do something stupid like that.
You think about...
I'll buy another one.
Maybe maybe it's not the Jeep thing that you thought about, maybe like fixing up old hot rods?
Nah,
maybe a better market
interest
for that? No interest?
Probably, but...
You're going to stick with this one that hasn't proven to work?
This is a sure thing.
Now, your endeavors into Jeep restoration has proven to be nothing if not mediocre in terms of, well, your own Jeep taking how long to get an inspection and everything cleared. That was a hassle.
That was a month.
Now, this one where the guy came out to your driveway and gave you a bunch of guff before you could get this one.
Yeah, that guy was not the best to work with.
So you're going to sit here and tell me that very possibly the rewards outweigh the hassle that you have so encountered.
No, I don't think I'll ever buy it. I don't know if I'll buy another salvage title
salvage.
One
You said
with
maybe,
the intent to sell it.
Okay.
So
you're
like mine I'll eventually sell.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not. I'm not so worried about that because I'm not in as deep on mine as we are on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So you can't wait.
So you want to buy a Jeep? Perfect for carrying kids.
You got a soft top?
Yeah.
You know, I only buy Jeeps with heated seats. You make that happen?
I wonder, because I could get a soft top for a couple $100. Put it on.
Wouldn't you just throw it in like comes with soft top though? Like
yeah,
so they could switch it at their own whim.
Man, that's a good idea.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I'm just searching.
Steve's mind's working.
Searching Facebook for parts.
Very quickly, because it's been a few weeks before we get to the Fast Five today, Steve. I did want to recap. Well, I need to get some details too because I wasn't there. The birth of my son took some precedence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, snooze.
So I missed, much to my chagrin, the semifinals or the playoffs, essentially.
Playoffs
of.
I can't hear that. I cannot hear that word without repeating that.
Of our slow pitch softball tournament.
Yeah.
So I was there for the first round where we won. And the following week was a doubleheader of the semifinals. And if you win, you go to the championship game.
Yes.
That is what I so missed. And I do feel bad about it. But it was, I just felt weird leaving for hours. And
there was no, at no point did anyone expect that you would be there. Just because of the timing, and it was completely understood. We had a fill-in catcher.
Who took over?
I don't remember.
Huh?
Was it Brandon? Maybe?
Missed my chance to say goodbye to Jake properly.
You did. I had
Feel bad.
had a nice goodbye with Jake.
Please come back, Jake.
Yeah, Hashtag never forget.
Then leave again.
Yeah, so we played the doubleheader. The first game, boy, I don't remember. I know that we had like 24.
Oh, wow.
But I don't remember.
Put on a bit of a show.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was a close game. I feel like it was. I feel like it was a relatively close game, like 24-21 maybe.
Wow.
Not positive. But anyway, so there we are, championship game. Taking the field again, second game in as many hours. Mm-hmm. We're out on the field.
Worst planning ever, by the way. Championship game on a doubleheader. Doesn't seem fair.
No, but in hindsight, didn't matter. This team, I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I don't remember playing this team at all. And then at some point, somebody said, yeah, this is a team from the next division up that dropped down for the playoffs.
God.
Like, oh, all right. Well, that's unfortunate.
That's so infuriating.
And they proceeded to destroy us.
Oh, good.
We just got annihilated.
Not even in the discussion from the get-go.
No. It was like 25-3 or something. They killed us. Absolutely killed us. We had Rusty, the town drunk, who was injured, showed up for the game.
He didn't play again?
Did not play, but he showed up to heckle, which was nice.
Good.
And him and Sims,
our sponsor.
Our sponsor. He dropped by, and him and Rusty just heckled the entire game, and it was getting to the other team.
What? Really?
It was really getting to them.
Why?
It was such simple heckling too. It was a pitch would be called a ball, and Sims would just say, "Looked like a strike to me," but just constant,
pretty
over
basic.
and over.
Yeah.
Every play at every base. I don't know about that, Blue. I don't know. He looked out to me. He looked safe to me. They finally. It was getting to some of their players where they were starting to chirp back, but it didn't matter because we lost by a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's disappointing because we were pretty good.
Yeah.
Like we were pretty good this season. We were 4-2 during the fall season, and then won our obviously the first two playoff games, which 6-2, and then a team that we probably shouldn't be playing because they're Division 1. We're not in Division 1. Comes down and smacks us in the mouth.
Yeah, it was a little disappointing, kind of a bummer way to end the season, but I didn't lock my keys in my car again, so I consider that a success.
But it would have been nice to go back-to-back, though.
Yeah.
Championships.
Yeah. It just wasn't meant to be. But, I don't know, I feel like we were kind of screwed because the team that beat us was from the next division up.
Right, at that point, it's, what
good.
Can we do?
They were so good.
They were up there for a reason. Now, I don't care if they went 2-4 or 1-5, whatever. They chose Division 1 of their own volition, and they, so for them to drop down a division, it's like I think we all remember, Steve, D3, Mighty Ducks,
yeah, of course,
varsity team, the freshman team. Yep. It's not fair. It's not a level playing field.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's a bit depressing, but we finished the softball year. Some of us our careers. With a summer championship and a runners-up in the fall.
Yeah. Whose career?
It's been a good run, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, here we go again. This is the yearly I'm quitting.
Listen, I have a son now.
Unless everyone begs me to come back.
No, I just the time, and I have a son, and I'm the only one who has a kid.
Don't you have to show that son what competition is all about?
Nah, he can't see. Blind is a bad at this age.
All I can see is like blue and a circle.
Yeah. So, I mean, what is he going to see? His spit up? Great.
Yeah, but 6 months from now, he'll be able to see a little bit more.
Oh, good. He'll be able to see while he crawls.
Come on, man. You got to show that kid what's up.
I think that's it.
All right. Well, I don't believe you, and you'll be back.
I think I'm retired, Steve.
Uh-huh.
Unless my brother comes back. It's the only way I'm playing again.
That old giraffe.
That is Steve. Steve. Not okay.
I'm sorry.
That is my family.
I apologize.
Now, I don't care if he looks like a safari animal on his last legs while he's trotting down to first base.
Which is something I said that you're.
Yeah,
just,
you said that. I'm reiterating. Rude.
I'm sorry.
Very rude. It's the only way I'm playing.
I apologize, Ronnie.
It's the only way.
What's his name?
That's the only way I'm playing is if my brother Robert comes back.
Robert. That's it.
That's the only chance I'm coming back next year.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll be scouting out some new talent throughout the winter.
I'm kind of excited because that way I can ask you without knowing every week, like, hey, what happened?
Sure.
And you can fill me in on how you're still batting second for some unknown reason.
I had a strong I had a strong playoffs.
Did you?
Yeah, very well.
Nice.
I think I was. I don't think that's true. Actually, not entirely. I think the first game I did all right.
What a pivot!
First game I did all right, but the one where we had the mercy, we mercied them. I think I was like 2 for 3. Then I had the last game, the championship game. I had 2 walks.
Hey, now you know me.
Yeah,
I love a walk.
yeah. I had 2 walks. I was very, very happy with it. I just had to ask Cy Nolan Ryan Young, who does the lineup every week, to please never put a left-handed batter behind me in the lineup.
Oh, you terrified?
Because I stand on first base with my hands over my head, assuming I'm going to get hit.
You know what would fix that?
A batting helmet?
Just get to second base.
Oh, come on.
Steve.
I had 1 double in like
Steve,
50 games.
2019. # double or nothing.
I mean, that would be, because I'm already # 222. Because I bat second, I play second base, and I'm number 2.
Again, inexplicably.
It could. I got a 2019 hashtag already. # double 222.
Ooh. 2 squared? Nope. 2 squared will be 2.
Well, two.
We need 2 times 4. Is it like 2 to the 4th power?
2 quadded.
2 quad?
2 quad.
Ooh.
There we go.
Quad 2? 2 quad? Double quad?
2 quad.
2 quad?
Yeah.
All right.
# 2 quad.
# 2 quad. We need to get that on a T-shirt for you to wear underneath your uniform next year. Take a picture and send it to me because I'm not going to be there.
Oh, you'll be there.
Yeah. Retired. Unceremonious. Didn't even get carried off the field. Didn't even get the team photo.
Did we take a team photo?
No, because we didn't win.
Oh no, we did. I think the 10 of us were climbing on.
Oh yeah, the nighttime view
on Rusty's car.
I have to find that catalog of photos somewhere. It's on Twitter for us. Rusty posted. We all took team photos in front of his 2006 Saturn View.
Yeah, which is has the nickname Nighttime View.
# nighttime views.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Heck of a night. Heck of a night.
Well, congratulations on the semifinal, the runners-up, Steve. I wish you all the best of luck next year.
Yeah, you'll be there, so don't worry.
Good luck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Next year, good luck.
Yeah. My Fast 5, some of them are kind of dated because it's been
you did an update.
I updated some. Well, I only had like 3 last week, and then we didn't even do it.
Some of us did new ones.
And so
hit me with your outdated then.
All right. Well, this one I think is right in your wheelhouse. Roman Reigns.
Oh, heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That's tough to watch.
Leukemia.
Yeah, returned. Nobody really knew he was battling it. 10 years in remission, and then it is back now. So yeah, the WWE champion has to relinquish his title, which is obviously secondary, but very unexpected. Nobody knew, and the reports are all that nobody knew in the back outside of like 2 people what he was going to say when he went out and announced that.
Next, the MAGA bomber.
What more can be said, man? It's all. It's never been this way in this country before, and there's no signs of it changing.
Megyn Kelly.
She can't keep her own foot out of her own mouth. You know what? For a woman who, you can call her a journalist if you feel like it, but she was a glorified Rachel Ray there at the end.
Yeah.
For a woman who got by on her own good looks, she couldn't help herself talking about other people and looks and skin. She could not help herself.
Yeah.
She was given every card in the book by being an attractive blonde female who had a journalism degree or whatever.
Yeah.
And she couldn't keep her own foot out of her own mouth.
Kind of stupid.
Very.
Next, Christmas music. We are into November.
Had it on, man.
Radio stations are already, there are at least 3 stations that I know of that we can pick up here that are already playing. Well, there's one. It's not in this town, but it's we still pick it up pretty well.
As everybody knows, Steve, the holiday season begins 12/01, November 1st. Yeah. I am all aboard.
Remember when it used to begin like in December?
I love Christmas music.
Or at least Thanksgiving.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people say that. For me, I love Christmas music. I love the holiday season. So, yes, I have had it on this past week a little bit, dabbling in the Christmas tunes.
And finally, Making a Murderer Part 2. Are you on board?
Haven't seen it yet.
Okay, but you did watch Part 1?
Little less interested in this based on the fact that I'm pretty sure they're out of chances now, right?
Yeah, it's weird. We've watched all but like the last half hour of the last episode. We tried to watch one last episode last night.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep, and Annette was nodding off too. So probably once we're done here, I'm going to go up and record it. But it's weird how, even though we all kind of know the outcome, like we all know that Stephen Avery
turned down
and Brendan Dassey are both still in prison.
Yeah.
It's crazy how oddly addicting it still is.
There's been a new hero anointed on the internet. Is it Kathleen?
Kathleen Zellner.
Is she the last beacon of hope here, Steve, that will get one or both of these characters out of prison?
Well, she is Stephen Avery's new lawyer, who is very famous for overturning convictions. She's gotten 16 or 17 wrongly convicted criminals out of prison. And these are people who were like, they were going to be in there for a long time, not life.
I guess I thought at last check, though, all of his appeals, all of that process for Stephen Avery was done. I didn't think there was any avenue left for him to get out of prison.
It's weird, though. It's still really interesting to hear about all of the different courts and judges that have agreed to that convictions should be overturned and actually ruled that they are, but then another judge says no, and then the 7th District Court of Appeals says, okay, we'll hear the case, and then they do, and then it's crazy, man. It's ridiculous, and there's a lot of new evidence, which is really interesting to hear, and to hear how badly it seems like this whole thing was just completely bungled, which you knew after the first season, but still really interesting. I would definitely recommend watching it.
It's definitely on the list because I did watch part 1 like everybody else. You kind of, and now granted that part 1, the 6 or 8 episodes, it's framed the way.
I think it was like 10 or 12.
Part 1 was?
I think so.
It's framed the way you would expect a show like that to frame it, which it's there to tell you they think this guy is not the murderer, both of them. So I don't know if there's the other side that's come out, but the police maintain that, oh no, these are the guys that did it. I guess the one thing I question about it, and they may have discussed it in part 1 and part 2, what was the alternative that they posed if they didn't do it? If Avery and Dassey didn't do it, who did it?
There are, because we're on the last episode of the 2nd season now, and it seems they have presented a few different theories as to who could have done it.
So they give other avenues. Okay.
Yeah, and it's it's pretty crazy. I don't want to give anything away.
Okay.
But one of the theories that it seems like they're really about to hone in on and say this is the one we're going to go with, it's pretty damning.
Okay.
For some people involved, and because I guess in the whole appeal process, they're allowed to present alternative theories as to who they think did it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty wild. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's on the list, as I think a lot of people get with TV. It's like, oh boy, all of these things I still need to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine that things are a little hectic in your house these days, so it's probably not so easy to sit down and binge 200, how many episodes of Cheers?
Oh, Cheers, yeah. Yeah, the Cheers binge will not be... That's a fond memory.
All right, so before Making a Murderer Part 2, Christmas music, you're fully on board.
Fully on board. Yeah, okay. I get people that don't like it. What I don't understand is the people, you see this on social media, like, oh, it's just the word. Why do you need to crap on things that make people happy?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like it, I totally get it. It's too early.
Don't listen to it.
But you're also talking to a guy, like, I start celebrating Halloween like the day after Labor Day. I love it. It's a whole season for me. Same thing with Christmas. I absolutely adore it. I love the music. Puts me in a happy mood. Why does everybody feel the need to say you shouldn't be happy until the day after Thanksgiving? What?
Okay, before that, Megyn Kelly.
Yeah, it's probably better. She'll probably end up either back at Fox or doing a podcast, something like that.
Yeah.
If I'm her, why not just quit everything? You just got how many million just to leave?
Yeah.
After being on contract for $25 million for the year you did work.
Yeah, and she was supposed to have like 3 different shows, but she was still only doing
the one.
Yeah, the first 2 were so bad that they just canceled them.
She's still immensely wealthy. Mm-hmm. She's going to.
I think that it doesn't matter though. To people like that, that doesn't matter.
They just want to be out there.
They want to. Yeah, they want to be relevant.
She just couldn't keep her own. I mean, this was the second instance she's had. She didn't start off on the good foot because her very first interview was with Alex Jones, giving him a platform. That created a lot of outrage.
Yeah.
I thought there was one more instance of her stepping in it, but maybe not. But then this. So, NBC had enough, paying her to leave, which is NBC's way to do things now, as you've seen with Matt Lauer. And
will he be back?
No.
He'll be back in some way, right?
Lauer? I find it hard to believe.
Really?
He doesn't have the avenue like a Louis C.K. does where he can just go up and do stand-up comedy. Matt Lauer, you need someone to actively hire him. Now, you see Brian Williams stuck around.
Brian Williams made it back, but
a bit of a different scandal.
Yeah, a totally different situation.
Obviously, one is a bit more professionally,
is he with
morally wrong.
MS?
He's still with NBC, but they essentially
MSNBC.
pushed him to MSNBC.
Yeah. What does he do?
Does he read the news?
I don't know. Huh.
But he kept his job, or kept a job, essentially, whereas you see Matt Lauer did not.
No.
And Megyn Kelly did not.
All right, before that, the Mega Bomber.
I don't know, man.
It's got a nice van.
We've talked about it. What can we even say anymore? It's there's nutcases everywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, this guy not smart enough to. Well, thankfully, was all sniffed out everything beforehand. But yeah, that's I think one of the prevailing stories that came out of this is another. It's a Twitter thing where he was reported to Twitter for violating the terms of use for essentially directly threatening somebody.
Yeah. Twitter promptly did nothing.
Said, well, sorry, he can say that.
Yeah, he's okay.
And now this came out, and they had to issue that woman an apology for not doing anything, which, well, that's...
Oh, boy.
It is too little too late.
Yeah.
That's absolutely too little too late. So, it's every day there's something new. I mean, you said outdated. Well, yeah, the MAGA bomber gave way to the Tree of Life massacre. Yeah. So, and then after that, which barely got any news coverage, was the yoga studio in Florida, in Tallahassee. There were 3 people dead. So
was it 3?
Well, 2. I guess no, sorry, 2. 2 plus the shooter.
Yeah,
but something new every day. It's just the world it is now.
And before that, I seem to have closed my...
Roman Reigns?
Roman Reigns, of course.
Roman Reigns, yeah, the WWE champion, but this is not a wrestling story, so I won't start ranting and raving and have my microphone have random issues again.
Huh? What do you mean?
But he, the WWE champion, more hated by adult fans, beloved by kids, so he gets booed a lot.
Yep.
WWE champion came out last week, Monday, or 2 weeks ago, Monday, and relinquished his title and announced that he has leukemia. How do you say that? Come back from remission, or out of remission?
I guess it was in remission.
Yeah, for 10 years.
Leukemia 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was in remission, and now it's back.
Yeah.
So he has to take time off and fight this again, which
gave a pretty inspirational speech, though.
Yeah,
I mean, considering the circumstances, he was like, "I'm going to be back, and I'm going to, it's not just going to be about wrestling. It's going to be about living life and blah blah blah." And it was really motivating.
Obviously, much less important than the actual fighting leukemia, but the WWE has been looking for a way for years to get this guy cheered. They want him to be a top fan favorite.
Why don't people like him?
He's a guy that was jammed down everybody's throat He essentially made his debut, and everybody could tell and was made known. He is going to be the champion, whether you like it or not.
Gotcha.
He is not going to lose to the people you want him to lose to, whatever. So that essentially turns the fans against you.
Sure.
This will get him cheered when he comes back.
I was going to say, tough to...
Because this is, what a battle. To fight leukemia and come back.
Yeah, twice.
And, that will make you a favorite, and it obviously it should. Yeah, I mean, it seems so stupid because it's insanely trivial. But yeah, what a tale. All the best to him, man. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I honestly didn't mean to do that.
No problem.
I twitched.
Midterm elections.
Get out there and vote, folks. Do it.
Should we do another live episode Tuesday with updates?
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Hang on. If you're listening to this now. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry. I didn't give us the proper introduction. Oh, this one doesn't have this. It's just the bed. Didn't we have?
Maybe
that sounded like the same.
Yeah, here it is.
Live from the Steve and Kyle Podcast Studios, Election Center 2018. We go to Steve for the election update.
Boy, Kyle, the polls are sure packed tonight.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh yeah, that's just maybe we should do a live election
Tuesday.
stream,
but at like 4:30 to 6.
Yeah,
before the polls are closed.
Sure. Yeah,
and we'll give our analysis.
And you can go out to because my polling place is like half a mile from here.
I'm actually very close to here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I go to the big rock band church.
Oh yes.
So
do you want to meet up and like vote together?
Should we?
I don't think we're allowed to do that.
I've never gotten a sticker. Do you have to ask?
I don't think I've ever gotten one either.
Huh. I feel like I might ask because I've never gotten one. They've never offered me one. I feel like that's something I may have to ask for.
Yeah.
But yeah, get out there and vote. Today is the day if you're listening to this on release day. Midterm elections. Turnout sounds like crazy high everywhere.
I feel like the last couple of elections they've said that turnout's going to be crazy, and then it's like 43%.
Yeah, and notoriously midterm elections are always down compared to presidential.
I think this year it'll probably be a little higher, but it's not going to be 90%.
Curious if you know this story, Steve. Jacob Wohl, W-O-H-L. Been following that. Is a pretty big news this week.
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Alec Baldwin.
Oh yeah, he got arrested again, right? What did he do? He allegedly punched a guy in the face over a parking spot.
What?
Come on, man.
He's in his 50s or almost 60s.
I know.
Like,
what are you doing?
Just relax, man.
Yeah.
You're a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
You
park somewhere illegally.
He's always
Who cares?
punching people.
Park somewhere illegally and then just pay the $500 ticket. It's fine.
It's paparazzi. It's other parking people. It's calling his daughter a fat pig.
Yeah.
It's
a rude, thoughtless little pig.
My God, man. Just relax.
Yeah.
Take some medication. You're crazy.
Yeah.
The Grinch. Seen those previews?
I think I have.
The new Grinch.
Yeah. I won't see it.
What? You're not on board?
No.
We'll come back. I have some questions for you. And lastly, Whitey Bulger.
Oh, yeah. He was the mob boss, right?
Yeah.
And he got beaten to death in prison.
Within hours of him going to this prison.
He was, I saw that because he was in a wheelchair. He's like in his 80s.
84, 89.
Wheeled over into a corner where
no cameras were.
Where cameras don't pick up anything, which is crazy to me that there are spots in a prison. I just assumed every single spot in a prison you're on camera, including the shower, the the going to the bathroom, everywhere in your cell. Yeah, so he was beaten with somebody put a padlock and a sock.
Yeah, and then they tried to gouge his eyes out and cut out his tongue because that is apparently what happens to snitches.
Yeah.
As it came out after the fact that Whitey Bulger was giving information to the FBI. It's just crazy to me. It's an 89-year-old. The mob never forgets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how
long has he been in prison?
7 years, but they transferred
But he
him.
was just transferred.
And within hours he was transferred. It was weird. He asked, according to reports, he asked to be put in general population.
Boy, that's a bad idea.
And within hours, an
He was good.
89-year-old man at what is known as a rougher maximum security prison in West Virginia, he was dead. Maybe he just wanted to.
What was the name of the gang that he was like?
I don't know. Was it? I know it's the Irish. Was it Irish Mafia or something? Wasn't it?
Bulger. What was it? It was like the Down Home Boys or something.
The Sugar Hill Gang.
No, that's they sung.
Was it
Robert's Delight?
Cool in the Gang?
I don't think it was Cool in the Gang. Yeah. No. Why is it not showing up?
The Jets.
No, not the Jets or the Sharks.
Oh, damn.
Anyway,
you're certain on all this.
R.I.P.
Yeah, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy, right? Sounds like he had ordered and personally was responsible for the deaths of a lot of people.
Yeah,
not a lot of people shedding tears over the death of James Whitey Bulger.
No.
For that, the Grinch, Benedict Cumberbatch as the Grinch, 2018 animated version. You're telling me you're not interested? Are you not a Grinch fan? You don't watch
really.
The Grinch? Really?
No.
The Boris Karloff version doesn't stick with you from way back when you didn't watch it when you were a kid?
No, I mean I know I watched it, but
not a repeat view for you.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
all the
something...
Who's down in Whoville.
No.
Don't care, no sympathy.
Nope, don't care about the Who's in Whoville.
No. Oh, sounds like we have our own Grinch.
Look.
Oh, here we go.
Christmas. Is a top tier holiday.
Oh, sure.
And all the Grinch does is try and drag it down to a tier 2 holiday.
Well, it's a story of redemption,
Look,
Steve.
I mean, before we know it, it's going to be tier 3 down there with Arbor Day and Halloween.
No, you son of a. It's tier 1, and we're not going to talk about that.
And it's tier 3B too.
Oh, good. not the top level of tier 3.
No,
it's below Arbor
No, and
Day.
I said tier 3B 2, and I didn't mean comma TOO. I meant the number 2. B. Yeah, it's 3B2.
Huh. You're halfway to a Star Wars character. Alec Baldwin.
3B, 2B.
Probably be in the next one. For that Alec Baldwin, we talked about him.
Yeah.
Boy, he's got some anger issues, right?
Yeah, and he took to Twitter and he was like, "This did not happen." He basically just...
How does he get out? Like, how does he come back from this stuff all the time?
He'll be fine. I mean, look, in the grand scheme of things, he punched a guy. He'll pay a small fine. The guy will probably sue him. He'll settle for $50,000 or something, and he'll be fine. It's not. It's not like that. But he shouldn't. His career shouldn't be ruined for something stupid like this.
It's not like this is a fleeting thing, though.
Yeah,
he's had anger issues and outbursts forever. When was that voicemail incident? It has to be 10, 12 years ago at this point.
Yeah, I think so. Probably about 10.
And you can't act like that at that time. A man in his 40s, that was his first, outburst. He's had these issues. I wonder if he's just a different person on set, easy to deal with.
The Winter Hill Gang.
Hey, I was close.
What did you say?
Sugar Hill Gang.
Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Before that, Jacob Wall. I was kind of surprised you didn't hear about this. He's a guy, you've probably seen him retweeted on Twitter, maybe.
Yeah.
He's a 20-year-old, essentially, I guess you could call him a conservative pundit. This last week, though, he thrust himself into the spotlight saying he has a reputable accuser, saying Robert Mueller raped her.
Oh, I did. Okay. Now I know the story. I just didn't know.
Twitter is kind of a different animal, and I would almost say this type of internet sleuthing started, to me, around the time of the Boston Marathon bombing, where there was a whole subreddit, which of people trying to discern.
Well, you're not on Reddit?
Of people trying to discern the suspicious characters in the crowd footage, and it didn't work, but it ushered in a new era. So within hours, this Jacob Wall's entire story fell apart. He claimed that an intelligence agency called Surefire Intelligence had this woman approach them and wanted to talk about, well, if you find the job postings on the Surefire Intelligence website, it's silhouettes of the actor Christoph Waltz and of Jacob Wall himself. And even though he claimed he had nothing to do with it, well, then he admitted the next day he did have something to do with it. He's supposed to be having a press conference this past Thursday with the accuser at the Holiday Inn in Las Vegas or something like that. Mysteriously,
the nicest of all the Vegas hotels.
Mysteriously, the day before, she got cold feet and didn't want to participate, so he posted a picture of him and her at the airport, which was discovered almost immediately to be a picture of him and his girlfriend from a couple of years ago at the LA airport. Listen, it all fell apart, and it sounds like he is going to be investigated and prosecuted because this all came to light because Robert Mueller referred all of this information to the FBI to be investigated for trying to extort and scam Robert Mueller out of this Russian investigation. It's ugly.
Yeah.
And it's now...
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. And the Surefire Intelligence Agency redirects to, no surprise, Jacob Wall's mother's phone.
Oh, all right. Call my mom.
It's just funny because this is... Who has this also recently found out about that lives with their parents and is like a super outspoken conservative person on Twitter?
Oh, is it that like Milo
Maybe. I forget.
Yiannopoulos or whatever his name?
There's a running theme. And lastly, the midterm election, Steve, as we talked about, happening, if you're listening to this on Tuesday, happening right now. Live from the Steve and Kyle Podcast Election Center 2018, we go to Steve for the election update.
Well, Kyle, polls are about to close 3 hours from now.
You heard it here first, folks.
That is information you're not going to get just anywhere.
Stay tuned for further election updates next week.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the Fast Five, man.
That's
Big
it.
week. Big week.
Definitely big week.
You're the Grinch. I can't believe you're the Grinch.
Just because I don't like the movie about the Grinch doesn't make me a Grinch.
You're kind of the holiday Grinch.
Look, in terms of holidays,
Christmas is tier 1.
Christmas is tier 1.
Yeah.
And anything that degrades Christmas in the way that the Grinch degrades Christmas, that's a one-way ticket to the Halloween tier.
Oh, gotta go.
I apologize, but it's just not that great.
Oh, I gotta hit the road. Look at that.
All right. You can enjoy the show.
Well, I don't know if many people do.
I don't even.
They still can.
I don't even know what that meant.
You can download the show.
Oh, you can download the show.
It is.
You can subscribe. You can review the show while you enjoy the show.
Thinking about how much you're going to be watching and enjoying the Grinch. Is that what it was?
iTunes, the Apple Podcast app, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher, YouTube, Libsyn, SteveandKyle.com, SteveandKyle.com/merch. I guess we should figure out what we owe somebody for designs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we should do that math. It's not going to take long because there's not been many.
Okay, good. Well, good.
Philip, if you'd be so kind, if you want to just throw some Santa hats on that piano, pals, we can get some holiday gear out there.
You can follow the show on Twitter at Steve and Kyle, Facebook.com/Steve and Kyle. I'm going to post a picture of my my motorcycle club, or scooter club patches.
Thank you for correcting yourself.
And I need to stop by Goodwill on the way home from work tomorrow and get a nice jean jacket.
Yeah, we need to do that. We need to get your scooter club jacket up and running.
Yeah. Looking forward to that. So yeah, those pictures will be posted probably by the time you're listening to this. So check it out, like I said, on Twitter at Steve and Kyle, Facebook.com/Steve and Kyle. We will talk to you next week.